So we could play the song first, if you want, and then we can do the interview.
Okay.
There's like 5 minutes left in the song.
Oh, okay.
So you're just promoting for the one?
For the one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk about the album at all, or just the song?
Well, that's actually just a mixtape. That's actually not the album.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll jump into the interview after that?
Okay, cool.
Somewhere she has nothing to celebrate. Only children should be singing, be in love, but instead I'm sending my prayer.
Bong hits with Sexy Jesus.
For the one who doesn't know.
That's funny. Bong hits for Sexy Jesus.
That was Melani Jackson's new song, For the One, and she is sitting right next to me here in the studio. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
That's awesome.
So I guess let's start from the beginning. Where are you from originally?
Baltimore, Maryland.
All right.
Yeah, about 45 minutes down the road.
Yeah. What part of Baltimore?
Northwest.
Okay.
Northwest Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad's from Northwest Baltimore.
Wow.
Well, of course it was 50s Northwest Baltimore.
Oh.
So it might be.
Mine's a little different.
Yeah. He's from Pikesville. So.
Oh yeah, that's my area.
Okay. Yeah. He was on a. Oh, I think he was around 7 Mile Lane or something like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's walking distance from my house.
Okay. Yeah. He lived on a street where the county line ran through like the houses across the street. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah. That's exactly what that is.
All right. And then, so when did you get into music?
Oh my gosh. I've been doing music as long as I can think, as long as I can talk. You know, I'm from a musical family, and both of my parents were into music, so it was just natural for me to get into it. You know, I can remember being a baby, and, you know, my mom having singing groups and stuff, and they rehearsing at the house, so. You know, you come to my family reunion, it might be a concert. You know, everybody, you can duck, goose, and people can play and sing and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, pretty much my whole life.
All right.
Yeah.
So, what made you pick singing out of, I don't know, maybe like playing an instrument? Or?
Wow. Because words, I'm a writer. I was writing at a real young age, and I grew up kind of shy. Nobody believes that now, but I grew up kind of shy, and I got into writing as my way of expressing myself. You know, I felt like I couldn't actually say the things that I wanted to say, so I would do it in writing, and, you know, and so it turned into writing songs, and here we are.
All right. Now, do you find it difficult singing and writing songs, or does it sort of come naturally?
It comes pretty naturally.
Okay.
It comes pretty naturally because, yeah, I've been doing it for so long. It comes pretty natural. And I'll get a song out of anything. You know, I may not even be in a writing session. I could be driving down the street and see someone or something or whatever, you know, and I'll get inspiration out of anything, out of the rain, windstorms, whatever, you know. If we have a hurricane or something like that, oh, yeah, I must write. Yeah.
All right, so your new song For the One.
For the One.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, this song was actually inspired by an event that happened a few months back, I think about 3 months back, where some young Nigerian girls were taken from their school, and I think it was about 300 of them. Some of them got free or whatever, but I know to this day the ones that were taken are still not home. And I was just, that inspired me, as thinking as a parent, wow, the whole world has moved on. I remember, looking at Michelle Obama on Facebook with the sticker on her forehead, and everybody was talking about it. It was like, yeah, it's the big thing. And then after a certain amount of time, it's like, okay, let's move on to the next one.
Right.
But those kids still aren't home.
Right.
So I was thinking about that. I'm like, wow, we don't know where they are, if they're being treated right or whatever the case is. But this song was actually like a prayer for those children. Okay. And I just want this song to inspire people to actually, keep those kids in their prayers. I guess it's not much that we can physically do as regular people, but, just remembering them in our thoughts and remembering them in our prayers, because they're not home, Hopefully they will be soon, but, so that's what inspired this song.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a shame how the media works and the news, where they'll focus on a story for only a certain amount of time, and things are still going on with that story, but they just have sort of forgotten about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, your music is, I get a sort of spiritual vibe from your music. Is that accurate, or?
Well, I'm a deep person. I would say I'm a spiritual person. I call my music life music.
Okay.
Yeah. I just think about the heart of things and situations, just human nature. Things that people go through, things that people think about, and I just write about those things. Some stuff is spiritual in nature, some stuff is not. But I would consider myself a spiritual person. So yeah, life music. That's my new coin. Life music.
I like it. And so, standing behind us, holding a camcorder.
Yeah.
This is your producer, right?
This guy's my producer, Mr. Pop. Just Pop. Pop Summerville. And we've been working together for about 3 years and some change. It's funny how we met, because I was performing at a gig, and one of his partners were there, Mr. Kevin Vega. He's deceased now. So he was trying to tell me about Pop, and at the time I was already working with another producer, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm already doing something, but yeah, I keep him in mind, to push off. I keep him in mind, but I'm not going to keep him in mind. He kept on pushing it week after week, and so finally I said, I'll give this guy a chance. And when we met, it was almost like magic, I think. The way we worked together, because he was from one side of the globe, I was from the other side of the globe, and somehow we just clicked. Well, not in the very beginning. He's a hard dude. He's a hard dude. He kind of took my music apart and all that kind of stuff. But after I got past his hardness, we've been working really good for the last few years, and it's like we get it. We get each other now. We finish each other's sentences, and it's good stuff. He has a pop background, well, Christian gospel, I guess, because he's a musician, but musically he has a pop background, and then I had more of a Christian background, and bringing the two together was kind of like magical.
Right.
Yeah, so we're having fun. We're having fun. Right now we're finishing up the new CD, which is entitled I Am, which is going to be coming out this year.
Okay.
So so we're having fun.
Yeah.
He's awesome. He doesn't do just pop music. He does hip hop. I mean, anything you can think of, country music, reggae, whatever, So he brings all that background to the table, and we make magic.
Okay. So I guess how long have you been doing music professionally then?
I would say maybe about 10 years.
Okay.
About 10 years. And I have my own band and all that kind of good stuff. I just started going in this direction with the life music for about 3 years, since we've been working together.
Yeah.
About 3 years. I think, I've done a lot of stuff, from classical to jazz to, and trying to find trying to find my place. It's like I knew what I wanted, and I was dealing with so many different people that weren't getting it, and they were trying to get close to what I was trying to tell them, and we wouldn't quite get there, but we would make music, and I would say, okay, it's kind of whatever. But this guy, when we got together, it's like I didn't even have to explain to him. He's telling me what his vision is, and I'm like, that's it, and it's like we just got it, you know. So this is the vein we are in now with the life music, and it's been really effective, you know, touching a lot of people.
If you're just tuning into WMUC FM College Park, we are talking with Melani Jackson.
Yay.
Promoting her new song, For the One, and her new album coming out, you said within a year?
This year.
This year.
Yep, we're looking at the end of the year, 2014. Okay. Yep,
and
I am.
Okay. And Pop, I know you don't have a mic, but how long have you been in the music business?
Professionally, about 7 years.
7 years?
About professionally,
okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. And I guess, what's next for you guys?
Well, now we're working on some music for some movie soundtracks and things like that. You know, working on some collabs with some different writers in the industry and things like that. So, you know, keep your eyes and ears open for some MJ and Pop soundtracks from some movies. You know, we're in the process of making some negotiations right now for some things. So, we don't want to jinx it, fingers crossed, but we're working on it. So that's actually the next big thing that, you know, we're getting into.
Okay.
The movies, yeah.
And you guys just came back from a music festival in, was it North Carolina?
North Carolina,
Hot Springs.
Hot Springs, North Carolina, Wild Goose Festival. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Wild Goose Festival is like a 4-day festival. It's kind of similar to Bonnaroo.
Okay.
And for 4 days, people camp out. You know, it rained and all kind of stuff, and people camped out, and you had different stages and tents and all kind of games and stuff, but everything was just like really free. And we performed one of the nights. We did a 50-minute set there, but we got to meet a lot of people. People were there from all over the United States. People were there from Canada, a couple of other places outside of the United States, but you know, everybody came together from all different walks of life, all different races, and everybody just came together, and it was just so amazing just to get to meet and, you know, hang out with people of different backgrounds. Some people didn't even really speak English, you know, and we're getting together and you know, just sharing our music. You know, it's pretty amazing.
Okay.
So yeah, we're just coming back.
Now, when you perform live, I know when I was in a band in high school, this was the case for me, but when you perform live, do you find that you have more energy and it's kind of more exciting and the music's kind of better than it would be in the studio?
Oh, absolutely. It's nothing like a live audience and a live band. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's my favorite place to be. On stage. Yeah.
And I guess when you were first starting out and sort of looking for inspiration, was there one particular artist or maybe like one particular album that sort of made you realize that this is what you wanted to do?
You know what? I've always been an old soul, and I listen to stuff that's way beyond my years. I like Shaka Khan, Aretha Franklin, people like that. I was listening to stuff like that. I'm 13 and 14, and I'm singing Aretha Franklin songs and stuff like that. So those are the type of things I grew up on. Yeah, so now I listen to a wide variety of music now, but yeah, I grew up on those people. You know, I love the Celine Dion's. I love her. You know, Whitney, of course. I mean, I think everybody loves Whitney. So yeah, so that's some of my favorites. I listen to classical music a lot. I do like jazz. Yep.
All right. What jazz do you like? I'm curious.
Wow. I don't know.
Okay.
You know, I like instrumental. I'm not too much into vocal jazz. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way with jazz where I mean, I'll listen to them, like Billie Holiday I like, but Sarah Vaughan I kind of don't like as much because her voice is sort of not as dirty as Billie Holiday's, which is...
It's funny. I don't listen to them much now, but like when I was a kid, I did.
Yeah.
Like I was listening to Billie Holiday when I was like 11.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I mean, they're great. I mean, Sarah Vaughan is cool. She's cool. She's not. I like Billy better now.
I gotcha. So I guess what are you listening to today?
Everything.
Okay.
And when I say everything, I'm really serious. Like if you go through my iPod, you won't even find like 2 songs from the same artist. I listen to everything, and sometimes I'll try so I won't get caught in a box. I'll listen to music from different places, different languages, and things like that, just to feel the vibe of what's going on somewhere else, what kind of energy they have. I don't like I don't even really listen to like the major radio stations much. A lot of stuff sounds kind of the same to me, and I try not to get stuck there. I know you have to play the game to a certain extent. Yeah. But I try not to get stuck there. So I listen to all kind of stuff.
All right. Well, is there anything else you wanted to add?
Website.
Oh yeah, you guys can reach me on my website, melanijackson.com. That's MELANI Jackson.com. I have music out on. You can catch some of my music videos on YouTube. And I have music on Amazon and iTunes and all those cool places. Of course, I'm on Twitter and MySpace and all those places that wreck my brain because I hate social media, but I do it. But yeah, you can find me in all those places. But MelaniJackson.com. Yeah.
Now, before we go, is there a song that you'd like to request, or do you want to just?
Yeah, I like to request. Getting Back Up Again. That's on my CD. That's what number is that? Getting Back Up Again. Getting Back Up Again is like my favorite song. And I'm not just saying it because it's my song. It's actually kind of like my story, but it's a story about, starting over, getting back up again. Yeah. All right. I request that.
All right. Well, Melani, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
Hope you had a good time.
It was amazing.
And look forward to hearing good things from you in the future.
Okay. All right. You have a good one.
Thanks. We've been talking to Melani Jackson, and this is her song,
Getting Back Up Again.
Getting Back Up Again. Stay tuned to WMUC. Don't go away. Yeah.
I've got other places to go.